Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM. It's great to be joined once again by Graham Spud McKay to have a look at what's happening in the Northern Areas Footy Association. And Spud, there's not much happening because there were no games on the weekend, but great to have you back on the show.
Yeah, not much in the football side of it because of the no games, but a little bit of excitement with the bit of rain that we had last night. So that sort of freshened everything up. The last couple of days have been pretty warm, and we certainly needed it. Between 12 and 14 mils up through this area here, so that's a real lifesaver as far as the crops and that go, and hopefully we'll get a bit of feed come out of it too.
Absolutely, very good news there, and I just joked to you off air that I love falling asleep to the sound of rain on the roof. I can't even imagine how much more you enjoy it when it's been a dry winter, falling asleep hearing the rainfall outside.
Oh yes, it's a great sound, and I sleep very soundly if I can hear the rain there. I go, oh well, we're right now. And it rained around about midnight up this way. Between midnight and 2 o'clock was most of our rain. So yeah, very nice sound.
Excellent news. Love to hear that. Now, Spud, no games last weekend. Awkward timing with just 2 rounds to go. And, of course, in this association, the finals picture is set. It's been set for a couple of weeks now, really. And realistically, if you're not looking at the mathematics of it, and you probably would have gone back about 6 weeks to know that it was going to be Southern Flinders and Jamestown Peterborough missing out on the finals. So what's the feeling for those two teams having a bye this late in the season and then having to pick themselves back up to come and play 2 more games?
Yeah, well, regardless of which 2 sides it is, I just think that when you get with only 2 minor round games left, those bottom 2 sides probably want to get the season done and dusted because they know they're not playing finals, and whereas your top 4, well, they are looking to have a break. Maybe if I was to have anything to say on it, I'd sort of say that maybe you have the break at the end of the minor round, so that then the teams that are participating in the finals, they get a week off and then they head into the finals. But I'm not too sure whether that'll work or not. But others will work that out.
Yeah, I think that might be something that would make a bit more sense, and the 2 teams down the bottom that are going to be not playing finals can enjoy their silly Sunday on that weekend and then potentially get out and still get a chance to watch the finals. But you're right, that's for the people governing the league to figure out in the future if they want to have a look at changing that or not. But it was also a weekend off for the Crystal Brook show. Do you have any insights about how that went? I don't think you got there yourself, but I'm sure that all went well.
Oh, yeah, it went very well. I had a grandson. He's only 15. He'll be 16 next January, and he was in the novice shearing comp down there, and he was pretty successful in that. He won that, so he was pretty excited about that, and he's coming along very well. He's had some good mentors around him to teach him the correct method and that. So that was a bit of excitement for the McKay family.
Very good stuff. Well, congratulations to your grandson, and congratulations to you as well, because I'm sure you're one of the great mentors for him. So very good stuff there. Great to hear that for a family of the region. Let's get stuck into tomorrow's footy, though. Like we said, nothing to go through from last weekend, but we're on the home stretch now, just 2 weeks to go. And I want to start off with this game between Crystal Brook and Orroroo. I'm dubbing this one match of the round. It's a Crystal Brook home game. Top 2's out of reach for the Brook, but they've been up and down this year. At their best, they've been able to beat anyone, but at their worst, they've had some big losses, so we don't know which team will show up this week, but nevertheless, that's going to be a cracking game between 2 teams that are going to really go deep into finals. Yeah,
you're right. It's not terribly important in the context of where they're going to finish. Crystal Brook could drop to 4th, but 3rd or 4th doesn't make any difference. There's still going to be those 2 sides playing, so it'll be at Crystal Brook. So now's the time when most of the sides will start to get all their players in, because they may have been resting a few at various stages or had injury problems, and they're hoping to get those players back. Obviously Crystal Brook rely heavily on Will Coombe and Jackson Richmond. They 2 key playmakers for them. Leo Coates is good up forward. One of the major ones that I'd be looking at is maybe Oscar Pedler. If he plays, he's not up there every week, but if he plays and matches up against Aidan Lee in the ruck, that would go a long way to deciding who's going to get the first advantage of it in the centre there. So Orroroo with Darren Hughes, Dylan Fowler are good on-ballers for them, and Isaac Moller and Ollie Diggin probably up forward will kick the goal. So you'd think Orroroo might get over the line here. Well, they certainly will want to get over the line because you want to go into finals with a bit of confidence, and you don't want to sort of slip this one up.
That's going to be a cracker. And, yeah, like you said, Crystal Brook, they're a different team when Will Coombe doesn't play. I think most of their sort of surprising big losses this year have been in games when he's been out playing representative games or whatever it may be. So that is going to be a cracker. Looking forward to seeing the result in that one. Next up, Broadmundura hosting Jamestown Peterborough. A good opportunity here for the Magpies to show a bit of fight over the last couple of weeks, not playing one of the top two sides, but a very good team that will be playing finals nevertheless in Broughton Mundura.
Oh, yeah. Broughton Mundura just will be too strong. Nick Rinn, I believe, might have done his knee again, and if he doesn't play, that when they last played against Southern Flinders, he actually went into the centre in the first quarter, and he was instrumental in getting them going. And he's a top player, but unfortunately he's been dogged with injury, and that I'm not certain on that one. But if he doesn't play, it'd make it very difficult for Jamestown Peterborough. Whereas Broughton Mundura with Ben Geitenbeek and Aaron Laverty, they're pretty good for Broughton, and Wilbur Hewitt is in really good form. And you'd think Broughton Mundura will be too strong.
And our last game for tomorrow, Southern Flinders hosting BMW. A good chance for BMW to get a win on the board and stay in the top two while playing on the road. And, of course, throughout the finals, they might not be playing on their home deck. So, a good tune-up for them playing on a slightly more unfamiliar oval. Yeah,
that one's at Orroroo, and it's a little bit smaller. Well, I don't know, there was a few years ago people went around with tape measures and were measuring all the ovals because they reckoned they were smaller. But I think Orroroo is a little bit smaller than some of the others, not quite as long. But look, both sides are playing on the same ground, so it doesn't matter what dimensions are there. Southern Flinders will rely heavily on Matt Spenceley, who's been really good for them. Shane Valentine, Zeke Kay, they're their three big ones. And then the young ones are sort of building around. And Scott Brand's done a pretty good job with them over the year to get them up. And they've had the 3 wins, and that's been pretty good. Like I think last time it was Crystal Brook. They had a bit of a shock win over Crystal Brook, that was a few weeks ago now. But that's what they are capable of. But BMW, Cody Wolford's been good for them all year. Tom Drew. Interrupted season with injury. He's probably back now, along with Ollie Smart, and their coach Alec Kanga has been really good too for them. So I reckon BMW will win this, and again, you want to have a good win there and set yourself up for the finals campaign, which is not too far away.
Not too far away at all, just tomorrow and next weekend before the minor round wraps up and we get stuck into finals in the Northern Areas Footy Association. Thanks very much for all that, Spud. Enjoy the footy this weekend. We'll chat to you next Friday.
Thanks, Dan. Catch you next week.